Yo, what's happening? It's your man Valentine, baby, coming from On The Grind. We getting ready to sit down with the Macalicious one, Snoop D-O double Jizzle, baby.
And you
What's up,
do
champ?
know that. What's up, nephew?
It's good, baby.
Yeah, it is. In BC, doing it big. You know what I'm talking about?
You know that? Man, you must love Vancouver.
I love every minute of it, man. This is one of the spots that's like a home away from home for me. You know, I shot my first movie out here, Bones, with Pam Grier, where I actually starred in the movie. And, you know, the people in Vancouver, they really took me in. And I've been coming back out here ever since. And it's just been like home for me.
Album's out, Malice in Wonderland. What's that about?
It's about me, you know, getting to my 10th album, being able to survive the game for so long and still being relevant and still being able to make music that appeals to the youngsters and to my fans that have grown with me for so many years. And, you know, the Malice and the Wonderland all comes together because it's so much malice in my heart when I created this record. But by the time I got to the end of it, I was in Wonderland. And that's why I wanted to make a movie so people could see what I was expressing when I was working on this record, because a lot of times when we make records, people just hear them and they don't see it. So sometimes the videos only give you 3 minutes, and the videos don't really mean what the song meant because you be trying to get it played and you try to clean it up or whatnot. So I didn't want to do that. I was like, fuck that. I'm finna make a movie to represent who I am and what my music is about.
How do you keep, reinventing yourself to make yourself the man?
You know what I think? I think it's not even reinventing. I believe it's more about staying true to who I am. And I'm a 70s baby. I was born in 71. So a lot of the things that I'm inspired by are things that I seen as a kid. You know, the era where it was cool to be fly. It was cool to care about yourself and to look good and to be original and to be an individual and to have articulate about yourself and be able to speak and to be able to conduct yourself as a man and a gentleman. So those are things that go into who I am, and that goes into my career. So it's never reinventing. It's all about just tapping into who I am. And once I tap into who I am, I make the music, I make the moves that feel like they're supposed to feel. And that's why it seems like Snoop Dogg is timeless. He'll never play out. He's never looked at as an old rapper or someone from the past. He's always right there in the mix.
I want to know something that you always wanted to say, but ain't told nobody else, and now you can say it.
Well, something I've always wanted to say was thank you to everybody who's always been supportive of Snoop Dogg, who've never had a chance to see me or meet me or touch me. I just want to say thank you because that means a lot coming from where I come from. To become who I am and to be a strong leader and an inspirator right now, without you guys I wouldn't have became that because I was shy and I was scared in the beginning because I didn't know what to expect. So thank you, and I really appreciate that.
If Snoop wasn't a rapper or, say, an actor, producer, what would you be doing?
Realistically, I would probably be doing sports. I would probably been taking care of my body a little bit better and working out, trying to get me some size to go with this height, and probably playing basketball or football, or either a attorney, a lawyer, representing all my homeboys, trying to get them out of jail and trying to be on the right side of the law, because that's what my gut feeling is. I'm always one to push the envelope, and I just feel like my mental would have took me to Johnny Cochran, to like one of the greatest attorneys to ever represent the worst criminal in the world, and to make him look good while being the attorney that I am.
Now you have a youth program with football, right? Tell me a little about that.
Snoop Youth Football League is a football program that I put together 5 years ago to help out the inner city to try to save some lives. And it's been doing beautiful. We've been doing so good. Kids are on their way to high school, some of them on their way to college. And to be able to save lives and to help the mothers and the kids become more acquainted with themselves and to bring fathers back into their lives and to get volunteers to go out there and dedicate their time to these kids, that's a beautiful thing. That's the most proud moment of my career.
So it goes with scholarship programs and things like that, right?
Every kid has to maintain a 2.0 GPA to even get on the football field. So we push academics as well as athletics. So at the same time, the kid knows and understands that in the real world, you have to have an education before you can do anything. You don't even get to touch the football until we see that your grades are a 2.0 GPA.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So we giving them goals and we teaching them the rights and the understanding of life through the football field.
Now on the album, you got this thing, the joint called 2 Minute Warning. What's a 2 minute warning?
Jay-Z gave the rappers 2 months to get their shit together. I gave niggas 2 minutes to get their shit together. Because I'm back.
Nice. But hold on a minute, you ain't never left.
Exactly.
Who's out there right now that you see that can take the rap game to the next level besides yourself?
I'm not gonna be biased. I like Drake and Lil Wayne. Them boys is dope. Both of them, to me, they got it. They just gotta exercise it. They gotta make some mistakes. They gotta go through some ups and downs. They gotta, they gotta do the things that make you great. When you start talking about Muhammad Ali and Pele, Wayne Gretzky, Snoop Dogg, when you talk about the great ones, it's things that they went through to become great. They didn't just become great off of what they do in their respective world. It was things that they did outside of that.
So what can we expect from you being the chairman?
You can expect the lights to be on now. Priority been off for a while. So I'm going to turn the lights on in the building and put out some good music. I'm going to also open up the vault to a lot of that great music that established Priority for what it is. That classic West Coast gangster sound.
NWA.
You already know. And then at the same time, I'm going to go out there and find some of that new talent that's groundbreaking and start releasing hot singles so, Priority can become what it is. It used to compete with Def Jam. Def Jam was always the East Coast mecca of hip-hop, the record label that all the rappers wanted to be on. And Priority was the mecca of West Coast rappers. And we all wanted to be on Priority, so I'm just trying to bring it back to where it needs to be, and that's at the top of the hip-hop world.
Nice. I mean, what can you tell these cats out there who are struggling, and what can you tell them to inspire them to actually keep on going and not forget about the grind?
Well, On the Grind viewers and On the Grind participants, and just on the Grind subscribers in general, this is some real information I'm going to drop on you. When you on the grind, your only grind is to grind. So the result is not to be famous, but is to be pleased by the result of you achieving your goal. Whatever your goal is, if it's to make a great movie and only your hood sees the movie and they think it's great, that's the shit. If your goal is to make a great CD and no one hears it but the people that you make it with, you reached your goal and you stuck to your grind. At the same time, when success falls in your lap, the grind only gets deeper and it gets more in depth. Now it becomes your livelihood. Now it's not a joke. It's not I'm trying to become, it's I am. And I have become. So you got to understand, once that grind takes full effect of who you are, you will be the grind. And every move that you make will consist of you grinding to become the next big Snoop Dogg. Imagine that.
For shizzle, baby. What's next for you, man?
Me and Mike Epps putting together first hip-hop, comedy, live, traveling show, variety show, 90 minutes with acting, live performances. We just want to bring some real entertainment. And to me, I've been searching for a buddy that can match me entertainment-wise. And to me, Mike Epps is the perfect buddy for Snoop Dogg because, every great artist or every great, actor had a buddy that he could team up with and do some great things with. And I've been looking for that, and I feel like me and Mike gonna take this to the next level.
Nice. The album's called?
Malice in Wonderland. In stores now, big Snoop Dogg. You dig?
Movie?
More Malice in Wonderland. March 23rd. Be sure to pick it up.
How can they get in touch with Snoop?
You can hit me up at SnoopDogg.com, hit me up at Twitter, or you could just jump on Ustream TV and see me on the Wake and Bake show, because I gets it in 7 dizzles or whizzle for shizzle, you dig?
Hey, shout out, baby.
My man. On the grind, big Snoop Dogg at all times. When I'm in BC, Vancouver, this the only show I'm on, man. On the grind with the real ones. You know what I'm talking about? Not the fake, but the real.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
My man.
Snoop?
Blow up, nephew.
Yeah, for sure.